My goodness. My goodness, my goodness. What's going on, everyone? Wow. Hope you can tune in on this beautiful Wednesday evening. It is 5 o'clock. We're going to do the show. Wow, so Mike Babcock just got canned. I cannot believe that. I mean, it was coming, but he's gone. Brendan Shanahan came out before and said they have replaced him with Mike Keefe, or Sheldon Keefe, my apologies. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Charles, is Zibby 100% playing? I don't think so. I don't know. Is it a guarantee? Probably not. I don't know if he'll take warm-ups or not. I don't think so, which is unfortunate. What's going on, everyone? I don't think he's playing. Adam Waxman, what's up? What up, Beast Trooper? Charles, yeah, I don't think he's going to play tonight. I think they even said he might be out this weekend as well. They have a back-to-back in Canada. I think it's Ottawa and Montreal. Montreal Saturday, Ottawa Sunday. Listen, Charles, I am pretty sure it's a concussion-like injury. There is, I mean, from past experiences, I obviously can't relate to it. I just can't see him being out a month with a neck injury. I can't. It's got to be head-related. Has to be. Has to be head-related. A lot of players out as well. What's up, Jacob? How are you? A lot of players out as well for the Washington Capitals tonight. Nicholas Backstrom, Nick Dowd, and Carl Hagelin are all out with injuries. I believe Nick Backstrom and I know for a fact Carl Hagelin is out on the IR, and I think either Dowd or Backstrom is on the IR as well, so they won't even be activated until the end of November, early December. I know Hagelin, like December 4th, the earliest he can come back. So a lot of key guys out, as well as Garnet Hathaway. Hathaway got 3-game ban for spitting. Adam Zibanejad last month, it was October, against the Boston Bruins, where the Rangers got killed in Madison Square Garden. I believe that was on national TV as well. Mika Zibanejad got reversed hit on by Patrice Bergeron. He was kind of like thrown back. He hit his back to the neck, hit his head, kind of felt tweaked. I think he played the rest of the game, and then he hasn't played since. He has not played a game since. They're saying it's a neck injury. He's been out for about a month. I cannot see it being a neck injury, but like I said before, I'm not in the locker room checking out his diagnosis and everything. So I'm going to assume that it's a neck injury and, agree with them, but I don't see him being out this long. And like I said before, probably not going to be playing on Saturday or Sunday as well. Jacob, I've seen some of the vids on New York Rangers on Instagram, and you've been in them, which is really cool. Yeah, I love that. I think that was the coolest thing I've done so far. I mean, that's got to give credit to you guys, too, man. You guys definitely got me there. You guys definitely exposed me to them, and I think it's pretty cool that you guys helped me out there. Yeah, they just, DM'd me on Twitter one day, and was like, hey, we saw your opening night reaction on, I think I tweeted out a Howden game winner. And they didn't even use, I think it's funny, because they didn't even use the video I posted on Twitter. I think they took something from my YouTube video, another goal reacting, and they put it in the video. And then one morning I woke up, I was like, I DM'd them after I gave them the video, and I was like, hey, just let me know when it's up, where it's going to be. I didn't know if it was going to be on a commercial. I didn't know if it was going to be on social media. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And then one morning I woke up, I think it was, I don't want to say it was Halloween. I think it was a couple weeks out. Oh no, October 12th. I know the exact date, October 12th. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, Adam, it's a rough injury. Zibanejad is still out tonight. Strome is really surprising at the moment. Jacob, Ryan Strome has been, I don't want to say the most consistent player, but, I mean, besides Artemi Panarin, which has been the team's MVP this year, Ryan Strome has been very well on that first line center. However, I just don't really see Jesper Foss playing with them anymore. I don't know if DQ just needs him to be there. I really think Strome and Panarin could gel well with the lefty on that line. But, I mean, hey, Jesper Foss isn't that much of an offensive-minded player. But, I mean, he's still getting the job done. Not putting up as many points, but he's still definitely a glue guy on that line. Dustin, yeah, if I was doing the reactions in 2012 and 2014. Yeah, that would have been... I was young as hell, so, I mean... 2014, I was a freshman in high school, so, I mean, I would be really young. If you had to choose, who's your favorite New York Rangers player? At the moment, probably one of these two guys. K or K. I'll probably go Cry Dizzle, just because I might not be able to say that in a few months, that he's still my favorite Ranger. What's up, Denise? How are you? Foss can't score on an empty net. Charles, I'll never forget. I don't want to say I made a bet, but I made a bet on the Rangers one night, and I needed him to score another goal for, like, I think it was either total amount of goals scored in the game or, like, the Rangers' goal amount, and he missed an empty net in San Jose, and then they lost. They won in a shootout, and it didn't count as a goal. I was so upset because San Jose eventually tied the game up. I agree. He had a really nice chance the other night, too. First line, Strome, Panera, and Kakko. I wouldn't disagree there. I like that, but yeah. Did you ever do a reaction for Stepan's Game 7 OT goal versus the Caps? I started doing reaction. I'm telling you, all right. I did my first ever reaction video in the 2015 playoffs against the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first round. I think it was game 3 or 4. They were on the road where Carl Hagelin scored a shorthanded goal, actually. I used my GoPro, and I never just uploaded it. You know, I always wanted to, and I never did. And then eventually in 2017, I was a senior in high school, and I did the Rangers playoffs, and I recorded the first game, and I was like, let me upload this to YouTube. You know, I had a channel then. I was uploading some videos for school and stuff. So I said to myself, hey, you know what? Why not? You know, upload a video here, see how it does, and it did really well. I got some of my first subscribers from those videos, so I thought it was pretty cool. Do you think the Devils should have drafted Kakko? No, Dustin. Absolutely not. I think both teams got a fantastic player. Calling it right now, Lemieux/D'Angelo are fighting Tom Wilson. I can see that. I think it's going to be Lemieux. Fitz, Kakko is back tonight, baby. I believe so. I mean, how long can you be sick? You know what I mean? How long can some guy be sick? All right, we're gonna talk about Mike Babcock in a few minutes. And I'm also hearing Taylor Hall's on the trade market right now too. So. I am seeing a lot of things. Did you guys see Fleury's save last night, by the way? Fleury's save was absolutely ridiculous. Charles, you're at the Game 7 with Stepan? That's sick. Sick. Yeah, Kakko's back. He should be back, right? Yeah, Beast, I agree with Denisa as well. Yeah, so Babcock fired. Taylor Hall possibly on the trade market right now. It's crazy. I have no idea where he could go, Taylor Hall. Mike Babcock. I know Jeff Blashill has done a very good job in Detroit with the rebuild. And Steve Yzerman is now the general manager. So I don't think they got a new president. They have a new general manager. Therefore, I really don't know. Like, if you think Babcock could go back to Detroit? I don't know. I doubt it would be this year. I really doubt it would be this year. I can't see him getting a job now. I can definitely see him go back to Detroit, but like I said, Jeff Blashill's done a really good job. My friend predicting Taylor Hall to New York Rangers. Nah, they don't have the cap for that. They're not, and plus they're not going to use him as a rental. Bucky Chris, if you had to pick a team you love the most, it would be the Rangers or Yankees. I plead the fifth. Literally are needing another water. Kevin, Babcock did get fired. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. Morgan Frost did get called up yesterday and scored a goal. I saw that, Adam. I thought it was sick. I love that when a guy gets called up. Young kid, you know, he's excited to play in his first game. They're on the road, right? You're in Florida? That's pretty sick. A lot of things brewing in the NHL, Charles. A lot of things, baby. What do you think about Jesse Puljujarvi, I'm going to guess, coming to the Rangers? I I would like it, but like I said, I don't want to be in a situation where the Toronto Maple Leafs are in right now, where they have just a bunch of scoring in their top six and no, I don't want to say defensive help. I want to say depth, like a Jesper Fox. Like I don't want to be able to pay these guys so much money. Not that Pajorvi is worthy of a big contract at this point, because he's definitely not. However, I just believe that the Rangers right now are looking to, if they do bad this year and get a high draft pick, they'll take another big guy. They'll take, whoever they want. They'll take Lafreniere or Byfield for a good offensive guy. But like I said before, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that with taking on Pajorvi and paying him a lot, as well as keeping the whole core intact to go on a Stanley Cup run, which is what they want to do. Fire Lindy and hire Babcock as D coach. I don't know about all that. What a jersey setup in the back. Yeah, I know. I have I was gonna take my Zuccarello one because the Rangers play Minnesota on Monday, and I will be at that game. I was gonna put him up, but I was like, you know what? Nah. Maybe we'll do that Sunday if I do a preview, or Monday even if I do a preview. Should the Rangers fire Lindy Ruff? I think so. Their defense is bad at the moment. Need a new coach, and Ruff is having the same issues as Babcock had not adjusting to the new playing style in the league. See, I don't know if firing Ruff is going to be the option. I don't know. Like I talked about it the other day. I really can't see them making a decision on coaching mid-season, especially an assistant coach, on a defensive coach, as Lindy Ruff is. I don't even see them firing David Quinn mid-season. I just don't see it happening. Because we're not... I almost said John Tortorella. John Davidson, like his plan right now is to just keep trying to win games as the season goes on, and if we're not, we're not. Personally, I think that's a smart move. If I don't want to have to, like someone just mentioned Taylor Hall, the Rangers should not go after Taylor Hall whatsoever. They're not going to have the cap to sign him, and plus, like, we're not looking to go on a playoff run right now. It would be fantastic, but it's just not happening. Need to trade Shea. Been awful. Charles, spot on. I think they're going to get rid of Brady Shea soon. Would you trade Artemis? If you mean Artemi Panarin, Adam, absolutely not. Guy's been the MVP of the team this year. And they did duos on NHL Network last night, like the best duos. I think it was Weeksy and Brian Lawton did one, or maybe even EJ Radick. If Zibanejad's been healthy, I guarantee you them two would have been on the duos on the NHL Network. How do you feel about the Astros stealing signs? Dustin, I feel betrayed. I think it's BS. I think it's so stupid that you gotta steal signs. It just ruins the game. I don't even care if it was the San Diego Padres. They didn't even make the postseason. I think it's just bull. Just play freaking baseball, man. You get paid millions of dollars to play baseball. You get millions of dollars to be a scout. Or actually, I don't know about millions, but to be a scout. It's a privilege to be in these leagues. And if you're just taking advantage of it, that's BS, man. Because there's so many other people that would do the right thing to be in your position, and it's horse. It's horse. Why did they ever move Hedl to the AHL? He's so good. Now, Fitz, he had a really bad training camp. He, in his preseason games, he looked okay, but then I heard in training camp and in the practices, it just looked like he was slow. He was big, but he just looked slow. And it's funny, because now we're talking here, that was the beginning of September, and we were talking back then how Anderson looked like crap, or Anderson was looking great, and now 2 months later, it's the complete opposite. Anderson's been looking like crap with his low ice time, and now Hedl's being a freaking star on the second and third line center. And by the way, Elias Anderson scored today in the Hartford game. They had a really early game. There was like 11 o'clock start, I think. They played Syracuse. I think they lost, but Elias Anderson scored a goal. If you were the Rangers general manager, would you trade Panarin and Kakko for Couturier and Gostisbehere? No shot. No. Adam, get out of here. No way. Jet, what's going on? How are you, baby? Taylor Hall's a star. I can't wait to get rid of him. It says a lot about the player. Yeah, Ricky, I was just saying that the rumors are swirling around right now about Taylor Hall. And he's on the trade block officially. Because he did have that meeting last week. Darren Ferris and I want to say Ray Shiro. Ray Shiro was with him in the meeting. So, I don't know. He's on the block. I really hope they get rid of him so they get assets back and they don't do what the Islanders did and keep the UFA and then lose them. Jesse, do you play hockey? I play roller hockey still. Never played ice. But I mean, I was around rinks all the time, so I was always skating. I was always doing stuff from like 8 years old. I was around. I started playing roller hockey actually probably 7 years old to. I had a hurricane in 8th grade, and then I started playing again my junior year of high school. How do you feel about this trade scenario? Oilers trade Jesse Puljujarvi, Nugent Hopkins, a first pick for Kreider, Anderson, and maybe Georgiev. Johnny Hockey, hold on. You know, I'm gonna be legit about this. Let me go see their salaries and how much years they have left. Edmonton Oilers. Johnny, let's go through this right now. All right, so you said we'll get Puljujarvi, Hopkins, and a first. Okay. So Puljujarvi is... He's not. Is he even on a contract considered? Are they paying him? I don't even think they're paying him. He's not a non-roster forward. Yeah, I don't think. All right, I'll look that up after. But Nugent Hopkins has 2 years left at $6 million this year and next year. If that trade were to happen in February, I'd be okay with that. But like I said, I think they're really trying. I've said this a while ago. I think they're really just trying to develop their centers, the Rangers, and I don't think they're gonna want to take anybody in right now. That's a good. I like that. Smart. I like that. I wouldn't deny it. I'm a Rangers fan, but oh man, I love Barcel. Jacob, I've been saying that to Matt on the channel. I've been saying that to Matt. I said, yo, like, if he just shoots the puck, he could be a 30, 40 goal scorer every season. The guy's got a 6 shot, and he's a 6 skater. Dustin doesn't like the trade. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of Georgiev. Lundqvist is going to retire or leave in 2 years. They're not going to re-sign him. I mean, I don't see them re-signing him. So, why not have a 1-2 punch? You see all these goaltending duos now around the whole NHL. The Islanders, the Bruins. I mean, even though Rask is considered a starter, Halak is a very good bona fide number 1 goaltender in some teams. Like, if Halak was playing in Jersey right now, he'd be the starter every night. You know, you got these teams who have 2 goaltenders that are fantastic. You know, so I think if you were to trade Georgiev, you would have to get something amazing back. Because the Rangers also do have Adam Huska, but he's not proven to be in the NHL yet. Same with Shesterkin, who I think is obviously going to prove himself in the NHL. Just if you want a 1-2 punch, right there's your 1-2 punch for Georgiev and Shesterkin. Hall has become exactly what Oilers fans told us he was with them. Anyone that gives him 7 years is making a huge mistake, though. Bring back Marty St. Louis to New York City. I would love that, Jet. You met Kincaid 2 days he was traded for in February, and my dad said, I hope you're down for a long time. Damn. Yeah, how do you pronounce his last name, Constantine? Because I don't know how to pronounce it. Puljujarvi. Laurie. I'm just going to call him Laurie. Laurie is absolutely tearing it up in Liga. I think he plays for TPS Turku as well, which is the team that Kakko played for in Finland. At what point do you start reading up on the 2020 draft prospects? I've started already, lol. After the trade deadline. After the trade deadline, I like to go through the sheets and stuff. But I mean, they change all the time, too. So it's like, I just want to be familiar with some players' names, and we're good. Going to Rangers Bruins next week. What jersey should I bring? Kakko or Panarin? See, I have a debate. I have a big problem right now. Big problem. You should wear Kakko. Wear Kakko. Or Panarin. You know, wear Panarin, dumb idiot. Wear Panarin. I'm going to the game Monday, and it's Zuccarello's return to Madison Square Garden, and I don't know what jersey to wear. If I should wear my Zuccarello one or this one, brand new Kakko jersey, I just have no idea. Puljujarvi is fool's gold. People only want him because he's a top pick a few years ago. He'll never be a star in the NHL. Ricky, people said that about Ryan Strome, and Ryan Strome's a point-a-game player. A lot of people, you know, like I said before, I've said this before, it takes so long for some players in the NHL to really grow into what they're going to be. You know, like all these kids who are 18, 19 that are blossoming in the stars, like Kakko and like Hughes, they already have like 10 points through 19 games, you know, and like some players just don't do that. Look at Dylan Strome. The Strome brothers are perfect examples of how players need time and possibly different teams to develop and be the player that they're expected to be and that they were drafted to be as. In your opinion, who is the best New York Rangers coach of all time? Tom Rennie. Nah, probably Keenan. I don't know. Anderson was never given the opportunity to play on the top line to produce. Kako is yet to play on the top line with Barron, not power play. I wonder what the Rangers would get for Kreider. I think they're going to try to want to get a draft pick for Kreider, which sucks. How long do you, until you think we make the playoffs? I thought that we could play in the playoffs this season. Like I said, it's not a must. It's a possibility. Next year I can see them if they develop. If everyone develops well, then you never know. You never know. How long until you leave me? Alright, I said that. I read that already. Yeah, I'm saying now that he is more comfortable shooting. He is a designated 35 goal scorer and 55 assist player. Kind of like a McKinnon, but less just speed and hard shot. Who are you talking about, Jacob? I missed something? Jet, thank you for the $1. You beast. Absolute beast. Hopefully we hear that horn a few times tonight. Jeez. Damn, Rangers, they better win tonight. They better win. They should have won the Florida game. They should have won the Florida game. Could have even beat Tampa too at some points. They didn't play bad. They didn't play bad. Halak would start in Jersey because Schneider's. Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying, like, a lot of these goaltending duos and the second string backup could be a starter on many teams. Many teams. Can't take no penalties tonight if we want to win. Mikey, 100% agree with you. Ovechkin has been on fire. John Carlson's the best player in the league. I know Pastrnak and Draisaitl are tearing it up, but John Carlson has been the most complete player in the NHL so far this year. He's my MVP vote. John Carlson. I meant McKinnon with harder shots. Yeah, Jacob, I don't know who you were talking about. I would wear Zook. Yeah, I agree. Did you see the 3-0 Blues had in overtime? Yeah, a few weeks ago against Vancouver. That was crazy. Took Marchand a while to get going, but now he's one of the best players in the league. Kevin, I 100% agree. I still think Pasternak's the best player in that division. Jay, you were talking about Barzal? I agree. He doesn't get that much hype as McKinnon, though. I wish he did. I'm telling you, the Islanders... I'm a Rangers fan. I'm a diehard Rangers fan. I hate Islanders fans who just think that, like, their franchise is the best franchise to ever walk on Earth, to ever play in America. However, even though that's not true, they get overshadowed so much, man. The Islanders are a good team. They were a good team last year. They're going to be a really good team this year. And I don't know why they don't get the recognition. I don't know what it has to do with their ticket prices, but their ticket prices are really cheap still. Like, who doesn't want to go see a team that hasn't lost in regulation since the day October 11th, October 12th, I think it was. Like, how do you not want to go see that team? And how are you not jacking those ticket prices up? It's crazy. It really is. As a Devils fan, I want to see what we hear. Having Blackwood Halak doesn't interest me. Season was lost anyway. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying, like, if Halak were to be on the Devils, he'd be the starter. In the Minnesota game, Zook will always be hurt. Fitz is going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. I'm going to be really emotional, let me tell you. I'm going to be bad. It's going to be crazy. Need a big win tonight? Absolutely, Jet. Need a win. 9-8? 8-9? Where are we right now? Yeah. Where do you buy Rangers tickets for the best price? Honestly, I go on apps. I go on Game Time, SeatGeek, Ticketmaster, Rangers website. It's like literally anywhere I can find a ticket. I just snipe them. I met Howland and Fox in the city the other night. Cool guys. That's dope. Really cool. Alright, let's talk about the Mike Babcock situation in Toronto. Let's talk about it. Ricky, will you cry when Zuccarello hits the ice? Yeah, no. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm already getting emotional about it, just thinking about it. Alright, so yeah, let's talk about Mike Babcock a little bit. And what happened. So, The Maple Leafs president, Brendan Shanahan, announced that Mike Babcock has been relieved of his coaching duties. Sheldon Keefe will take over behind the bench. Sheldon Keefe has not been the coach in the AHL for the Toronto Marlies since 2014, I believe, which is actually insane to think about. That he was the coach that developed a lot of these young players that are on Toronto now. And it's funny because it's not like Toronto said interim head coach. He's the head coach. He won a Calder Cup in 2017, I want to say, which is pretty good. Here's what Shanahan had to say. Today we made the decision to relieve Mike Babcock of his coaching duties and name Sheldon Keefe our new head coach, said Shanahan. Over parts of the last 5 seasons, Mike has played an integral role in changing the direction of our franchise. Mike's commitment and tireless work ethic has put our organization in a better place, and we are extremely grateful and appreciative of the foundation he has helped us build here. At this time, we collectively felt that it was best to make a change to Sheldon Keefe. Sheldon's record with the Marlies in terms of development and on-ice success during his time in our organization has compelled us all to feel that he is the right person to take us to the next stage in our evolution. So if you really think about it, they had this plan the whole time. They really did. They had this planned out probably from 3 years ago when they switched out general managers from Lou Lamoriello to Kyle Dubas, going younger, going sleeker, like the team. They should have done this a while ago, in my opinion. And I don't know how this is going to help the Leafs. These players are already developed, you know? Like, I don't know if Keefe is going to... basically... He can't develop anymore, you know? Like, he can't develop players more than he already could in the AHL. And, you know, these guys are NHL, bona fide NHL players. So I don't know if they're going to get better. Old Soul, Gabe is on NBCSN tonight. Zoo Clash, your reporter. You see Hank's reaction when he got traded? Yeah, he's a good actor. You know, Charles, I saw that, and then my dad saw it on Twitter when I got home from work. He's like, look at this. And I was like, I saw it. He's like, them sons of bitches, really? I was like, I know. What do you expect to get back for Kreider, a draft pick? I don't know what else. His value's not that high right now. Dustin, can we go to a Rangers-Devils game together? I mean, if you buy a ticket at the same time I buy a ticket. I haven't been to a Rangers-Devils game since 2010. Kovalchuk and I were face-to-face, though. It was sick. Leafs are probably going to be worse. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to help the Leafs. The game is on MSG. Is it really, Mikey? I thought it was Wednesday Night Hockey. I think it's Wednesday Night Hockey. Check. Why is Shanahan making these announcements when Dubas is the GM? Ricky, Shanahan's the president and hockey operations guy, I think. Yeah, it's on NBCSN. Jet, not in the football, but I do like the Cowboys. Not in the football at all. Let's go Rangers and Yankees, right? Think he'll play second line center when Zibanejad comes back? Vincent, I don't. You want to know why? So I'm hearing that when Zibanejad does come back, Ryan Strome is going to stay in the center spot. So, if he stays in the center spot, then I can't see Hedl going to wing. You know, like, why do that? And he's been playing center this whole time. And Kreider's also taking faceoffs, too, when Hedl's on the ice. So, Hedl could be moved to the wing. You never know. Where do you buy your jerseys? CoolHockey.com. That or Modell's. Either Modell's or NHL.com. Travis Conklin. Play me in hell, boy. Maybe. Yeah, the Xbox or PlayStation. I'll play Xbox. Not tonight, though, obviously. Nils Lundqvist is the most surprising Rangers prospect to me. He has gotten so much more mature and is playing against men kind of comparable to Adam Boqvist. I think Nils Lundqvist is good. Lundqvist is going to be... Oh, is it Lundqvist? Yeah, it's Lundqvist. He's Lundqvist. He's going to be a changer on that D end. He's going to be more... He's going to be like... He's offensive, yeah, but like... He's going to be more of a two-way guy. Thank you for the $1.99, by the way, Travis. What's your favorite Yankee playoff moment from 17 to 19 that you reacted to? Dustin, probably before the LeMahieu home run. It was Gregorius' tying home run on the wild card because that was like the start of us, you know, like that was the start of like the channel and not even the channel, like the Yankee stuff. Like it was the start of everything, and I thought it was pretty cool. But other than that, the LeMahieu tying home run. I had tickets for sale. Sometimes I got season tickets. Oh, all right. I don't even know who the Devils president is. Is that normal? That's a GM's job. You know, honestly, it's a Canadian market. It does run differently. It's not. It's never the owner, obviously. Sometimes it's the general manager. Sometimes it's the president. Like president of hockey operations right now is John Davidson. If the Rangers were to do something dramatic right now, I doubt if it was a trade, if it was a firing like this, it was a personnel change, then Davidson would probably speak. Maybe it's just an original 6-team thing, Ricky. You don't know anything about that, eh? Hey, Brian, what's going on? How are you? No one can beat me in Shell. Charles, I doubt anybody in here can beat you. I probably can't beat you. I suck. You're nice, man. That's all. Charles and Travis are gonna... I think, Charles, don't you have PS4? I think you're a PS4, alright? I think you guys both have PS4. Let me know. Oh, Nip and Biscuits. There it is. I checked the Rangers' record. They are at 8 wins, 8 losses. So, yeah, the Rangers do need a victory tonight. John, you're 100% right. They need a victory. Rangers doing worse than the Senators. They really need a win. Yeah. I mean, like I said before, guys, I've touched this before. It's not like we're looking to win a cup this year, which sucks. But I think it's just best for the team and our future that if we do suck this year, it's not the worst thing. Okay? One more year of this retool, rebuild on the fly. It's not going to hurt me. It'll hurt me, but, you know, it is what it is. Even when Hank retires, we'll still have a Lundqvist. You're right, Johnny. You're right. And I doubt he'll wear 30, though, but... Have you seen Morgan Barron's stats? He's going off right now. Plays in Cornell, correct? He's a very good player, man. The Rangers prospect pool is so deep. It's really deep. It's the best prospect pool in hockey. You can't even argue with me on that. There are guys every day scoring goals for the Rangers prospects. Like, it's crazy. Out of the Rangers' top prospects, pick one that you think will bust and one that is your can't miss. Keandre Miller's your can't miss. Bust, maybe Jake Elmer. I don't know how he's doing, but I don't think he's been doing that well after going off last year. I'm not sure, though. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know who could be a bust or not. Alright, tonight's projected lines have just came out. You guys want to hear them? You probably already saw them, but you want to see them? I'll tell you right now. Ready for them? Hope you're doing well, too. Brian, you beast. What do you think about the firing of Babcock? Steven, we were just going over that. I think Sheldon Keefe is trying to come in and change the culture of the team. I hope he does, but like I said, more of his specialty was developing players and younger players. These guys are already developed. Therefore, I think in order for you to change the culture in that room, he's got to do something dramatic. And firing a coach obviously would, but I think Keefe is going to be tough. I think he's going to be a tough coach to... I don't know if this is going to change their season around. I hope it does. But he's going to be a tough coach to adjust to. What is your best reaction of all time on the channel? The LeMahieu home run and the Zibanejad OT winner against Montreal. I wish I started this channel when the Rangers had their every year playoffs. Every year they were in the playoffs. Great games, man. I wish I was a little bit older because then I would have definitely done it back then. Probably had you guys probably would have loved me then too. Ah, man, what a time it is. Hey, but I mean, we just got to make more memories. Mine is a Judge home run in the 2017 wild card. Sure, could be. Would be sweet to win the draft next year. First and second pick would be great. That would be great. Zach Jones is the most underrated Rangers prospect. He was drafted by them last year. People were probably not expecting anything. I heard lots of good stuff. Zach Jones, yeah, actually, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a buddy that follows me on Twitter or Instagram, and he actually knows Zach Jones. He's a really good skater, I heard. So, it's going to be sick. John, hell yeah, watch that tonight, baby. Let's go. Keandre Miller is a beast. He's going to be sick, man. He's going to be sick. Wisconsin Badger. Oh, man. Do you think that Corey Steiner should have been sent down? If you don't know anything about it, you don't have to answer. Nathan, I do know a lot about the Devils. I know a lot about, like, the Tri-State area teams. I think Schneider, in my opinion, it was okay for him. I think he's getting still paid $6 million, which sucks. But like I said before, the Rangers and Devils are in a similar position. They're not looking to win. They're not looking to shed cap to make a big trade deadline splash. So it's going to be Domingue and Blackwood right now. They've buried the 4.5 that's on his salary, or $6 million that's on his salary. So, man, the Devils are still paying Ilya Kovalchuk till 2025. But yeah. Travis, I don't know how good you are. I know Charles competes. So I'm not sure. Let's over under 6.5 goals. I'll say under. I'll say you guys play a good defensive game. I wish you had the channel when Henrik scored in Game 6. Good times, great times. No, I was way too young for that. That was 2012. I was 13. I wasn't even in middle school yet, I don't think. Would you trade Kakko for Svechnikov in a third? Absolutely not, Constantine. Absolutely not. Kakko's not getting traded. No matter what you throw at me, unless it's McDavid, I'm not taking it. Keandre is huge, too. He's going to be a beast. Mikey, I cannot wait for Keandre Miller. That's my next jersey. I'm calling it right now. Keandre Miller will be my next jersey. Beast, can't wait to see your reaction when the Rangers win a Stanley Cup. I can't wait either. Oh, let's do it this year. Jacob, you take what trade? Svechnikov in a third? No way. Bro, Kakko's going to be good, guys. He's going to be sick. He's already shown signs of absolute dominance. In that game against Pittsburgh, he was dominating. Have you ever been to a Rangers game that got dominated? No, thankfully. They were getting dominated by Dallas a couple years ago, but then they made it close and lost 7-6. I went to a 3-0 Flyers loss, which sucked. Really sucked. It was an afternoon game. It was awful. So Melinda, thank you for that question. That was a nice question. I like that. Charles, Travis, look at my name. Yeah, it's a good thing. What was your favorite moment as a Rangers fan this year? So far, probably there's a... you know what? Me getting put on the Rangers Instagram. That was my favorite moment so far. A random Canes fan said that they should trade Svechnikov for Kreider and Anderson. I don't really know if I like these interdivision trades, in my opinion. I think it could bite you in the ass. Charles said the jersey Devils are shit, so yeah. How old are you? Nick, I'm 20 years old, baby. Turning 21 soon. Can't wait. Nah, I mean, I don't really care. 21's 21. Devils fans that boo Kovalchuk are insane. He did us a huge favor. They could be paying him $17 million a year for another 7 years. Yeah, no, I mean, that sounds like a Devils problem, but the Rangers fans only have that problem with Shattenkirk right now. What are you gonna do? I would physically cry if the Rangers won the Cup. Charles, you wouldn't see me. If the Rangers win the Stanley Cup, you're not gonna see me for weeks. I'm gonna be like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna just drive and not stop until I find just a little area to just thank everybody. I'll be sitting there, just thank you so much. I need them to win the Cup. Kakko would be tough to move off the bucket. I'm telling you, these young kids who are getting drafted, and let's say they're not putting up the 80, 90 points like Cale Makar is, it takes time. It takes time to develop, especially for Kakko, man. He played on Finland ice for I don't know if it's actually a difference. I think it is. But playing in a different league alone, regardless, playing in a different league. It's tough. Yeah, Mikey, I agree. No way he's getting traded. Problem with Kakko and Hughes is that they're on teams that aren't good, so they can't show their greatness. Brian, see, I agree and yet disagree a little bit, but I mostly agree with you because if, let's say, Kakko was with Zibanejad and Panarin, that could be McKinnon, Landeskog, Granton in 2 years. I'm telling you, it could be that good. It's tough. The Rangers and Devils are overrated, at least in my opinion, Nathan. I mean, I don't know how overrated, but what are you gonna do? Travis Conklin, I saw you at a Rangers game, the preseason game. Haha, you were one section next to me. Oh, really? Funny, was that the Islander game? Because I got really 6 seats for really cheap. I was sitting maybe 15 rows off the ice in the corner, but it was sick. It's probably the closest I've sat in 8 years. No, actually since 2014. But I'm sitting there, and I was watching the game, and then intermission came. It was in between the second and third. My buddies went to the bathroom. This guy turns around, Islander fan, was sitting in front of me the whole time. He goes, "Yo, you're Saps?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh man, I was watching your videos literally last night." I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, "Yo, that's sick. Nice to meet you, man." Forgot his name. I don't even think he told me his name. But I thought it was sick. I was like, "That's awesome." Nemestikov doing good for Ottawa, but a cocky. I mean, they have nobody, though, so, I mean, if he's not doing anything there, then there's a problem. Yeah, but I'm a sucker for Svechnikov. He's going to be so sick in the coming years. I think he's just barely at his potential right now. Yeah, no, I agree, but, I mean, Kapokak was Kapokak. I can't get rid of him. I was there when he was drafted, man. I was in Madison Square Garden when they announced his name. They can't get rid of him. Yeah, there's so much room on Olympic ice. It's really different. What would your reaction be if the Rangers lost Game 7 Stanley Cup Final? Melinda, I don't know. Why are you putting me on the spot? Why are you making me think about that? Are they home or away? Because if they're away, then it's oh my god. It's I gotta hear the crowd. I've already heard this, in 2014. I hated that. If they lose in regulation, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be that upset. I'd still be really mad and sad. But if they lost in regulation, I'd be okay. If they lost in overtime, I'd be so pissed. I was there in 94. That's sick. That's awesome, Mikey. Since I'm an Owls fan, I try to not make assumptions about other teams. You know about more of the chances than I do. Meant the Rangers hate all correct. Do you think the Astros punishments for the sign stealing should be major? Now, like I said before, I really don't know what the punishments could be. I've never seen this happen before, but you get paid millions of dollars to be a professional baseball player. You get paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, to be a scout, be a coach, be in operations. It's a privilege. It's a straight privilege, and I think if you're cheating, you're abusing the system. Any punishment's okay with me. Any punishment. People might think it's too light. People might think it's too hard. Any punishment's okay with me. They need to be punished, though, absolutely. Especially if there's evidence and everything. Ricky, I have no idea if Al Charwick's sick or not. I saw him a few years ago walking up the stairs. He's an okay dude. He's alright. Got to go. I will be watching the game tonight. I hope they will win tonight against the Capitals. I hope so too, John. You enjoy the rest of your night. One and only time I bet the Rangers was Game 7 home Tampa. Yeah, that was awful. How much did you pay for that Kako jersey? Steven, I got a 20% off coupon on coolhockey.com and a $25 gift card for guessing opening night's score for the Rangers. How many Rangers have you met? If so, who? I actually haven't met, I would love to meet them. No, regardless, I would love to meet them. I would love to sit on the streets for hours and, meet them and get their autographs. But, it's not me. I just love the team. I love watching them from a distance. I don't need to be, in their faces and meeting them, all the time. If I happen to stumble upon one of them, sure, I'd love to. I met a lot of formers. I met Pete Stemkowski. I got an autograph from someone. I met Valaket. I met Maloney. I met Avery when he was still playing. I met Buchnevich and Puri when they were still playing. I have a Kevin Hayes signed puck. I never met him, though. My buddy did, so he got me a puck for him. That's it. Those are really the only guys I met. Are you doing a reaction to this game? Yeah. Yeah, actually, I set that up in a few. It's early, though. It's only 6. I play at 8 tonight. So, yeah, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to probably do a video. And then tomorrow, they're off. I might take the day off. And then Friday, I am off from work. Therefore, I'm going to probably do a few videos. Maybe do a little Liaz Anderson, what's going on with him. I want to start doing more videos as the season goes on. I feel like just doing reaction videos for you guys, sucks, kind of. Especially if they're losing. I love streaming. I have 20 people in the stream right now. That's awesome. I'm talking to 20 people right now about the hockey, about the Rangers, I think that's sick. I love it. Which would you rather see, the Mets win a World Series or the Islanders win a Cup? Oh my god. I guess Mets win a World Series. I don't want to see the Islanders win a Cup. I wouldn't mind if they win a Cup, but in my lifetime, I need the Rangers to win first. I need them to win first. Even if the Islanders win, let's just say they win this year and the Rangers win the next 10, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, Oh, and I met Adam Graves, by the way. I met Adam Graves in the lounge 2 years ago. I was actually at the 7-6 loss to Dallas. Gotta go to hockey practice. I'm gonna watch the game after. Let's go Rangers, Dom. Let's go Rangers, baby. Have fun at practice. Remember, it's all about passion, baby. Passion for the game. Have to go. Let's go Rangers. See you later, Mikey. Thank you for coming. I've been able to meet Kreider after the game. I sat on 31st Street, and they come out after 30 minutes. Depends on if they have an interview. Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't like doing that. I don't know. It's just not for me. I have a picture with Glenn Anderson wearing his 94 Stanley Cup ring when I was 12. That's sick. That's really cool. That's really cool. All right, by the way, let's talk about the Rangers lineup here. I didn't even say it. All right, first line. Panarin, Strome, Foss. We already expected that. Second line, Cry, Dizzle, Filipito, and Pavel Buchnevich. Third line, Brendan Lemieux, Brett Howden, and Kaapo Kakko. So Howden is centering the third line again with Lemieux and Kakko now. I was wondering if they were going to keep them together, and they are. Buchnevich, Hedl, Kreider, I need more from them. I need more from that line. That second line has not done anything in the last couple of games. Buchnevich has actually been the best player, surprisingly, out of those two lines. But last game against Florida, he was invisible. Then the fourth line, Tim Gettinger. I did not know he's from Cleveland, Ohio. Pretty cool. Tim Gettinger wearing number 26 tonight. Greg McKeck center. Brendan Smith right wing. No Michael Haley tonight, obviously. He was apparently sent down, and then he was at practice yesterday morning for the Rangers. So, don't know if he's there or not. Liaz Anderson obviously not in the lineup as well. And Zibanejad's still out. On defense, Libor Hayek, Jacob Trouba, Brady Shea, Tony DeAngelo, and the youngins, Ryan Lindgren and Adam Fox will round out the D-core, and Henrik Lundqvist starting in goal tonight. What do you guys think? I really think that second line needs to produce in order for us to win tonight. I'm coached by an NHL player. His name is Max Kratchev. He played for the Isles. Oh, dope. Put Kakko in the first line. Foss is the third line player. Charles, I agree. I don't know if Kakko getting put on the first line is a good idea, but I do think we need to put someone instead of freaking Foss in the first line. Do you have any idea when Mika will be back? I honestly couldn't tell you, but I don't think he'll be back this weekend. I don't think they want to play him back-to-back games in Canadian arenas, so my guess is going to be the week after. So, after Thanksgiving. Oh, the week of Thanksgiving. So, next week. New York Rangers, yeah, like we said, I don't think he's going to be playing this weekend. Don't take my word for it, but I don't think... I'm still pretty sure he's wearing a no contact. So, we'll see about tomorrow morning in practice. Or if they don't practice tomorrow, they'll practice Friday. And we'll see if he's wearing a contact. If he is, he could be playing this weekend. But I don't see them pushing him to back-to-back games already. I don't know, But Foss has been going off this season. And they are probably going to keep Kako in the lower lines because he just got back from the flu. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I just think Kako low is good. I think they should move. They should move Buchnevich up. They should just swap Buchnevich and Fost. Put Fost in the second and put Buch on the first. Honestly. Because there's no lefties on the first line. You know, they're all going to play righties, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all, but... You know, that whole first line's righties, and then the second line's lefties. Third line lefties. Gendra's a lefty, right? Yeah. And then the whole fourth line's lefties. You know, you can really switch it up if you wanted to move Fost, but I guess it's not really that big of a deal. This shit bothers me. How? Yeah. He was playing with top six. Yeah, he was playing with top six because he's a center. Is my guess. I don't know. They're not gonna. Don't get too discouraged on Kako where he's playing. I'm telling you. I know he can obviously get more points with other players if he's playing on the first line. They gotta ease him into it. They have to. Who do you think will be in the Cup Finals? Kevin Cash. I think Washington's going back. I'm gonna stick with Dallas. Screw it. I said Dallas at the beginning of the season to win the Stanley Cup. We're keeping Dallas. Keeping Dallas' hopes alive. Going to the game against the Wild. We're going to see Zuccarello's first game back in MSG. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm going to say Toss. Toss, I'll see you there. If you see me, say hello. I'll be there. Be there with my buddy Alan and possibly my buddy Nick. It's weird when you say Thanksgiving because Canada has ours in October. Alright, so sorry, Jacob. American Thanksgiving is next week. Zibanejad could be back near American Thanksgiving. I don't really agree with Buch being on the first line, but I do agree about... Yeah, see, exactly. Like, it's hit or miss when you try to do something on this lineup because they're so lacking in depth where you can't even move Foss off that first line because then if you were, the only choice you have is to put Kako on the first line. And I don't think that's their plan right now. Their plan is to ease him into top 6 minutes. But Jesper Foss is not a first-line player. He's not a first-line player, plain and simple. And Buchnevich hasn't looked good the last few games. He has been looking good this season. The overall, really good season. The last few games, that whole line has been awful. I think Kreider's having a really shit year, especially in his contract year. And Heedle's Heedle, you know. He's still got to adjust to playing center. Kreider sometimes has even been taking his face-offs for him. So, we'll see. Jay, what's going on, Bruins fan? I'll see you next Friday. I don't really, yeah, so that. Can't wait to see the Gordon's reaction for Zook. Charles, I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be emotional, man. I'm going to be really emotional. It's gonna be fun, but hopefully the Rangers win. It's against Minnesota, who have not been doing good at all this year. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break. Gotta blow my nose. We're back. Should have got another water. Charles, you going to the game Monday? Hey, if you see me, man, please come up to me. I love meeting everyone. I really do. I love it. It's awesome. Guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter already, follow me on Twitter at MikeySaps311. When I don't do a live stream and you can't talk to me like that, I'm on Twitter watching the Ranger game, of course, doing the reaction video. So if you follow me on there, I'll be tweeting out throughout the whole game. You guys can reply to me, tweet at me. I don't really care if they tweet you. It's awesome. I love interacting with you guys. I think it's awesome. Approaching up on an hour here. I'm going to end it probably at an hour so I can prepare, eat something, rest a little bit, and then Rangers Capitals at 8 o'clock. I gave you the lines. I gave you the lines already. Yeah, here there's a tweet I just saw. Rangers prospect Lori Pierre is a rising star. Well, guys, who do you think is the next coach to be fired? Who do you think is the next guy to go? Is it Pete DeBoer? I'm hearing a lot of San Jose talk. I think once one of them fall, it's a domino effect. So in a few weeks, we might see another guy gone. This guy Tarmo Ranoonen as well has been sick. He's playing in I don't know where he's playing. It might be Finland too. What's your take about Kravtsov? Keep him in the KHL for the rest of the season. We're not in a rush. If he wants to develop his game a little more in Russia, let him. But he needs to come over next year. Absolutely needs to come over next year. Kevin, you think John Hines in Jersey's gone too? See, I don't know. Like teams who are struggling right now and are in a rebuild and are expected to be in a rebuild, I don't know if firing your coach mid-season is the plan. I think possibly relieving him of his duties right after the season, right after your final game the day after, relieve him of your duties. Go find a coach that can support the rebuild. That's what the Rangers did. Alain Vigneault, second the season ended, boom, goodbye. David Quinn in a couple months, boom, hired. You know, so I think at the end of the season is a good time for these coaches on struggling teams who are expected to struggle to be relieved of their duties. But I do think Hines could be gone. Cash, I don't disagree with you. I think he could be gone. Rangers have a shit penalty kill right now, like whoever said previously can't take any penalties. Yes, I think that was Mike. He's not here right now. I agree, especially with a lethal power play that Alexander Ovechkin runs in Washington. Therefore, stay out of the box. Yeah, Jacob, yeah. That's what I'm saying, Jacob. I'm telling you, it's tough. Really tough to make a call, but I'm telling you, when teams struggle, and they're expected to, at the end of the season is the best time. You don't want to discourage your group in the middle of the season and change the system. Especially when you're rebuilding or retooling. You don't want to do that. Alright. Alright, approaching about an hour here. I said, I think 40 minutes, but we did an extra 20 because you guys have so many questions. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all tonight for the New York Rangers and Washington Capitals reaction. That video will be up around 11:30 tonight. 11:30, I mean. Usually takes me an hour to edit the video. But, yeah, I'm excited to watch the Ranger game tonight. See you guys later. Thanks for coming. I appreciate all of you. All right.